ever questioned the true essence of happiness and fulfillment? In our relentless pursuit of joy, we often overlook the wisdom of the ancients, who grappled with these same questions millennia ago. Today, we turn our attention to Stoicism, a philosophy born in the heart of ancient Athens, which remains as relevant to modern life as it was over 2,000 years ago. Stoicism teaches us to seek happiness not in external circumstances but within ourselves. It's about finding tranquility in the face of life's inevitable adversities. One of its most renowned proponents was the Roman Emperor, Marcus Aurelius, whose timeless insights continue to inspire countless individuals in their quest for a fulfilling life. In the upcoming scenes, we'll explore 10 practical tips inspired by Marcus Aurelius's teachings. Each of these nuggets of wisdom offers a pathway to cultivate a deeper sense of joy and contentment. So, buckle up and prepare to embark on a journey towards a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Firstly, embrace the present moment. This timeless wisdom, inspired by the Stoics, encourages us to focus on the here and now. Often we find ourselves consumed by past regrets or future anxieties, but true happiness blossoms when we live in the present moment, wholly and completely. So how do we cultivate mindfulness in our everyday lives? It's simpler than you might think. Take a moment to appreciate the taste of your morning coffee, the warmth of the sun on your skin, or the laughter of a loved one. Incorporate moments of quiet reflection into your daily routine, allowing yourself to be fully present and engaged in each moment. This practice of mindfulness, of truly living in the present, is a powerful tool in our quest for happiness. By focusing our attention on the now, we free ourselves from the chains of the past and the uncertainties of the future. Remember, the past is unchangeable and the future unpredictable. The only time truly in your power is now. Secondly, practice gratitude. The art of being grateful is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, and for good reason. It's a powerful tool in cultivating a sense of fulfillment and happiness. Gratitude allows us to appreciate the simple joys of life, to acknowledge the good that already exists in our world. It shifts our focus from what's missing to what's present. So how can we incorporate this practice into our daily lives? Well, consider starting a gratitude journal. Each day, take a moment to jot down 3 things you're thankful for. They can be as grand as a promotion or as simple as a warm cup of coffee. And remember, it's not about the magnitude of the thing, but the acknowledgement of its value in your life. Another practical tip is to express your gratitude to the people around you. A simple thank you can go a long way. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Thirdly, accept what you cannot control. This is a fundamental principle of Stoicism and indeed a key to a happier life. Life is rife with unpredictable events, situations beyond our reach, and outcomes that we can't always influence. The Stoics teach us that it's not these events themselves that disturb us, but our perception of them. So how do we apply this to our lives? By focusing on what we can control, our actions, our reactions, our attitudes. We can't control the weather, but we can carry an umbrella. We can't control other people's actions, but we can control how we respond to them. This shift in focus from the uncontrollable to the controllable can bring a profound sense of peace. Acceptance isn't about resignation or defeat. It's about understanding the limits of our control and finding serenity within those boundaries. It's about letting go of the futile struggle against the inevitable and embracing the flow of life. Serenity comes when you trade expectation for acceptance. Fourthly, seek wisdom. This echoes the Stoic belief that wisdom is the cornerstone of a fulfilling life. Now you might ask, how do we seek wisdom? Well, it's not about gaining encyclopedic knowledge or having a library of degrees. It's about understanding the world around us and our place in it. It's about learning from our experiences, both good and bad. Wisdom is found in the lessons we learn from our failures and the humility we gain from our successes. It's the discernment to understand the difference between what we can control and what we cannot. Wisdom is also about being curious, asking questions, and never settling for the status quo. It's about acknowledging that we don't know everything and that there's always more to learn. It's about actively seeking out new perspectives and challenging our own beliefs. Remember, wisdom is not a destination, but a journey. It's a lifelong pursuit that requires patience, humility, and courage. Wisdom is the supreme part of happiness. Fifthly, cultivate virtue. Stoicism places a hefty emphasis on the pursuit of virtue, considering it the cornerstone of a meaningful, fulfilling life. Virtue, in this context, is not about moral superiority or an unreachable ideal. It's about striving to be the best version of yourself by honing qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Imagine virtue as a garden. It requires daily care, patience, and dedication. To cultivate wisdom, we must seek knowledge and understanding, not just information. Courage isn't about being fearless, but facing and overcoming our fears. Justice involves treating others with fairness, even when it's challenging. And temperance, the art of self-restraint, is about finding the right balance and not succumbing to excesses. Each day, commit to cultivating these virtues in your actions, thoughts, and words. It's a continuous process, a journey rather than a destination. Remember, the aim is not perfection but progress. Virtue is the sole good. Sixthly, practice moderation. This timeless principle, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, is a key to living a balanced and fulfilling life. Moderation is not about depriving yourself of life's pleasures, but about enjoying them in a way that is sustainable and healthy. A practical way to practice moderation is to regularly check in with yourself. Ask yourself, am I overindulging in certain activities or habits? Am I neglecting other important aspects of my life? These self-reflective questions can guide you towards achieving balance. Moderation can also be practiced by setting boundaries. This might mean limiting the amount of time you spend on social media, setting a strict bedtime to ensure you get enough sleep, or even controlling your emotional responses to avoid extremes of anger or euphoria. Remember, the goal of moderation is not to limit joy, but to extend it, to stretch out the good times and make them last. Because ultimately, moderation in all things leads to a balanced life. Seventhly, be resilient. Life, as we know it, is a series of ups and downs, and it's not always going to be smooth sailing. It's during these challenging times that resilience comes into play. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt well to change, and keep going in the face of adversity. The Stoics believed that resilience is a key factor in achieving ultimate happiness. They understood that life is filled with unexpected twists and turns, but they also knew that it's how we respond to these challenges that truly matters. But how does one become resilient? Start by shifting your perspective. Instead of viewing obstacles as insurmountable problems, see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Practice emotional regulation, maintain a positive outlook, and remember, it's okay to ask for help. The journey to resilience is not a quick or easy one, but it's a journey worth embarking on. Resilience is not just about surviving, but thriving. Eighthly, practice self-reflection. This is a critical step in our journey towards ultimate happiness. As the wise Stoics have taught us, self-reflection is the key to personal growth and contentment. It's like holding up a mirror to our thoughts and actions, allowing us to see our strengths and weaknesses, our triumphs and failures. So how can we incorporate this into our daily routines? Start by setting aside a few quiet moments each day, free from distractions. Use this time to contemplate on your actions, thoughts, and feelings. Ask yourself, what have I done well today? Where can I improve? What lessons have I learned? This process of self-examination can be uncomfortable at times, but it's in this discomfort that we find growth. It's in these moments of introspection that we cultivate wisdom, build resilience, and foster a deeper sense of understanding and empathy towards ourselves and others. Remember, as Socrates once said, the unexamined life is not worth living. Ninthly, cultivate inner peace. This is a cornerstone of Stoicism and a vital component of achieving true happiness. Inner peace is not a state of passivity or inactivity, but rather a profound sense of balance and harmony within oneself. To cultivate inner peace, one must first acknowledge and accept their emotions. Do not suppress or avoid them, but rather observe them without judgment. This practice can help you gain a deeper understanding of your feelings and reactions, leading to increased self-awareness. Next, engage in activities that promote tranquility. This could be anything from meditating, reading, or simply taking a peaceful walk in nature. These activities allow you to connect with your inner self, fostering a sense of peace and calm. Lastly, practice detachment. This doesn't mean becoming indifferent or unfeeling, but rather learning to let go of the things you cannot control. Understand that you have the power to choose your reactions and responses. Inner peace begins the moment you choose not to allow another person or event to control your emotions. Lastly, practice kindness. The Stoics believed that kindness is a fundamental virtue, a powerful tool that not only enriches our own lives, but also positively impacts those around us. It's a simple act that can bring about profound changes, fostering a sense of connection, love, and ultimately, happiness. So how can we incorporate kindness into our daily routines? Well, it could be as simple as lending a listening ear to a friend in need, offering a helping hand to a stranger, or even just flashing a genuine smile to those around you. Remember, no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. It's also crucial to extend this kindness inward, treating ourselves with compassion and understanding. Often we are our own harshest critics, but by practicing self-kindness, we can cultivate a healthier and more positive mindset. In the wise words of Mark Twain, kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. To conclude, we've journeyed through the realm of Stoicism and gleaned 10 valuable tips from the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and his contemporaries. We've learned to embrace the present moment, to revel in the beauty of now. We've explored the power of gratitude, recognizing and appreciating the abundance around us. We've discussed the importance of accepting the things we cannot control and the serenity that comes with it. We've stressed the pursuit of wisdom and the cultivation of virtue. We've examined the power of moderation and resilience and the strength they can bring to our lives. We've delved into the art of self-reflection and the tranquility of cultivating inner peace. And finally, we've emphasized the practice of kindness to others and to ourselves. By applying these tenets in our daily lives, we can indeed lead a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. Remember, happiness is a journey, not a destination. Walk this path with the wisdom of the Stoics and discover a deeper sense of joy and contentment.